Hello there, I'm LD and this is part 14 in a series of reviews I have been doing on FSang18's Addon. In this part I'm going to go over all the miscellaneous stuff that I didn't go over previously. This isn't stuff that I missed, this is just things that don't fit into their own video necessarily. Things that just generally I can't really justify making an entire video out of, but I can justify combining all of them into one video to make instead. I might have to split this into two parts, it depends on how long it is. The mod, as well as the map I'm using, will be linked in the description, as well as the wiki for this mod, if you're interested in checking it out. Please do enjoy the review, and I suppose we'll go on to that. Right, so the first thing we're going to go over is Amazonians. How do you get the Amazonian power? Well, you need an Amazonian artifact, which gives you the advancement Forged Beneath Themyscira. So you get this by getting Amazonian dust, I believe it's called, or Amazonian clay, and then you also combine it with an ancient clay shard, which you can see how to get in my Pantheon Scent video, self-promotion. So you take these, you put them into an archaeology table, and that gives you an Amazonian artifact. I will put an image on screen of what that looks like. Okay, so you right-click with this, and you get the Amazonian power, which gives you the advancement Not Born Forged. The first thing you do is you do 3 damage instead of the base of 1. You have 4 armor points and 22 health instead of 20. You also have a knockback punch, which is the same as your max damage, and you get night vision, just permanently. First thing that show off enhanced speed. I believe the Amazonian has a noticeable enhanced speed. Yes, it does. You can tell because the FOV widens slightly. That's when you can tell you've got a noticeable enhanced speed. Flight, and I'll go over the leap now. So Amazonian's ability to leap great heights. I haven't got it toggled on. Yeah, it's a decent leap. I believe it's similar to the Super Soldier. This is one of the early game powers, in my opinion, because it just gives you, well, obviously enhanced speed, leap, flight as well, but it's not overpowered. But it's very useful in different scenarios in the early game. Enhanced durability goes all the way up to 10 armor points. Healing can be upped by 2, and then, so if I do this... Okay, so yeah, it's decent healing. Yes, that's alright, yeah. Like I say, it's decent for early game. So let's just get our hunger back up. So... base damage is 3, it can be increased to 5, then it can be increased all the way up to 7, 9, let's be honest, that's probably 12, no 11, oh, usually rounds off, yeah, 11 damage, so 1 more than the Peter Parker Arachnid variant. That's basically it, yes, apart from the flight, but it's useful, you get night vision, you get a knockback punch, like I say, it's useful in the early game. It's a better version of the Super Soldier, really. Obviously, this doesn't have any ties to the Super Soldier power. I just mean, having gone over the Super Soldier, this is a more rounded power. Flight as well. Like I said, it's decent flight. It's not super fast, but I think it's faster than like using falcon wings, so it can be useful in those scenarios when you want to do that. So if I give myself a syringe and I remove this power. Moving on, we have antimatter DNA. Oh, actually, with the Amazonian armor as well, only this variant, the regular Wonder Woman variant, you get a block ability with your what are they called? These bracelets? They aren't really bracelets. They're more like a sort of thing. What was it called? Or Link would wear something like these. What are they called? I can't remember. Arm guards, I suppose they might be called. But yeah, so you can combine these to get a block with this as well. That's unique to this variant though. There's a few different variants of Wonder Woman costumes, but the only one that works is this one with the block. So you can't use the Absolute or Flashpoint version for that, I believe. Right, so that is that with the Wonder Woman costume as well, suit, sorry. Then we have the antimatter DNA. Actually, I should remove that so I can show off what this is base. But why does that say? Why does that say 40? Oh, I know why it does. I know why it's doing that. Okay, yeah. 8. Okay, let's / scoreboard players set me. FSang dot antimatter. What would it be? Age? Would it be AM? Okay, well, I'm just gonna. Okay, so the reason this is happening, I'm just gonna show this off. If I unlock the antimatter, and my energy is at max, and when the energy is at max, it increases your armor and it increases your, strength. So I'm going to drain this by having the sword active because I need to show off what the base is. Yeah, this could also be useful. So how do you actually acquire the antimatter DNA? Well, you use a Super Soldier Steve variant, which I went over how to get that in my Super Soldiers video, so, another bit of self-promotion. The augmented human DNA sample, which you get by crafting an empty syringe, shift right-clicking with it to get your blood, and then smelting it to make an augmented human DNA sample. The X gene, I also went over how to get that in my mutants video, but I suppose it's ruby quartz, lapis lazuli, eye of ender, and augmented human DNA sample to get that, and then a nether star, which I hope most of you know how to get a nether star. You're gonna. Okay, let's drain this down to. Okay, yeah, so base armor increase of 4, base damage of 3, same as Wonder Woman. Okay, I really, and this increases it to 8. So yeah, so that adds 6. Sorry, that adds 5 to your damage count. Let's see enhanced durability. So I'm gonna keep this drained. So the base was 4 with this power, and then when I drain this all the way, 14. Yes, 14. Health goes all the way up to 30, so that's a health bar and a half. Enhanced healing, which is if I / damage me 10. Okay, that's a very good healing for. Oh no, I've got hunger. Okay, let's do this one more time. So Okay, so it's slow, but you get it in little bursts. So that's good. That's decent healing factor. I mean, it's not massively amazing. This, I believe, has a very noticeable enhancement to your running speed. If I do this to the second one, very noticeable indeed. Yes. Then our enhanced strength. Now, obviously, this has been enhanced by this, so that went from 3 to 8 when I had it at max with base. So. Well, actually, let's just get this. Let's let this get to max, and then I'll show you the enhancement from there. So, right. Anything else I can? Well, I'll show off flight quickly. So, flight. This is at max on the unlock. Decent level of speed, and then of course we have destructive flight. By flying at full speed, you can destroy things. You have to hold this down, but. Okay, yeah. It's very effective. So that is that's right, and then obviously now we have that at max, so if I punch 8 damage, which base is 3, 10, so that's increased by 2, 2 again, 6, and I'm going to assume this is 18. Sorry, 7. Oh, 17. Okay, so that. Okay, I thought that would be 16 or 18, but yeah. Okay, so you do 17 damage, and of course your sword adds 8, so you can do 22. No, not 8, adds 5. Oh, and shape matter. That's something I should show off. We have iron. I believe it's iron, gold, and diamond that can be manipulated. Gold. Diamond, similar to reality warping, which can also do this. But yes. Oh, I see. I need to. This does not work on a wheel, so you just shift and change this into whatever you want. So it isn't. It's the old version of how it works instead of the new version. We make a sword, and then I can just change this into whatever else. And I believe if you're on low durability, you can just change your weapon back to an iron ingot and then change it back, and You just have an infinite sword, basically. And you can do this with gold and diamond. So, shape matter gold, shape matter diamond. So you just have infinite diamond tools, but of course this would, if you enchant it, it will presumably get rid of all of your enchants, so do keep that in mind. So that is the shape matter. Then we have the antimatter ray, which does 10 damage, which is obviously less than you can do. It's still a very decent amount considering you can unlock it quite early on. Oh, and the crouch allows you to have a sort of like the knockback punch, but it's a blast that knocks enemies back. Similar to, I believe Magneto had a similar ability in the Mutants review. Gravity alteration, you can increase, and I don't want to do that here actually, because I've got a bunch of... okay, let's go over... Well, let's go to my destruction zone that I've made specifically for things like this, and let's /summon pigs again. More and more. Right. Oh, I'm increasing gravity, I'm not decreasing. So, yeah. That could be very useful indeed. Yes, could be very useful. So, then we have the antimatter shield, which at max creates a 3x3 shield, although sometimes it can be a bit buggy if you do it like, if I do this here, yeah. Oh yeah, doing it to the corner also. Sometimes it doesn't work the best. That's all I can really say. You know, it's not even working now. Oh no, I'm pressing the wrong key. Sorry. Yeah. So that is the shield. I suppose if I don't know if that would affect players, but it might. Antimatter blast. This might be destructive. So if I... Oh. What you gonna do? Oh, 30 damage. And withering. Though it does drain a considerable amount of my bar and I can't use it. So I'll do again. Manipulate the matter of your target to make them unable to move whilst dealing damage to them. Matter shift. Okay, I'll show that off in a sec. Yeah, I've unlocked all of these. Let's do the sword. So create a sword of pure energy around your hand. You can increase the amount of damage you can deal with the sword. So yes, that's not even at max. I can do more damage than that. Decrease the amount of energy required, and then level 4, make it so that you don't need to use any energy to use your sword. Very strong. It can be a very strong power, and all things considered, I mean, it's not cheap, but it's not. You can get this power before going to the end, and for FSang's add-on, that's very useful. Like a lot of the more S tier powers, and there is a ranking on the wiki, require you to go to the end. Some of them are X-Men powers, obviously, like reality warping and things like that, but that's at a chance. Whereas, a lot of like Kryptonians, Martians, Kree, they require you to go to the end to get their powers. So yes, at max 25 damage. I mean, at critical, that 37.5. And then obviously we'll do this, which makes my opponent unable to attack me and makes them take passive damage. Are they taking? Is it taking? I don't think it's taking the passive damage. But that might just be because I'm using a dummy from the dummies mod, so that could be why that is. Right. Well, let's go back here. So that was what's it called? Antimatter manipulation. This is from a character called Blue Marvel, I believe, though I don't know much about the character. So yes. Antimatter. That was oh yeah, Blue Marvel. There you go, it's right there. Comics variant. Okay, so this is a galactic cluster sample. You get this by right-clicking on an end portal with an empty bottle. I put this here to remind me. And then you use the galactic cluster sample to craft a few things. Cluster sample. Obviously, you use this to get pyrogenesis, but you also use this to get what I'm going to go over next. I believe... am I misremembering? Oh, I guess I'm misremembering. No, it's... okay, the cosmic particle. We'll go over the cosmic particle as well. But okay, let's go over the cosmic particle now, because I'm about to go over this anyway. So the cosmic particle is found in End City chests. It's a very slim chance of finding a cosmic particle in an End City chest. You use this to get Sentry, which we're going to go over later, but you also use this to get cosmic ingots, which you can use to make the Phoenix Force. Then, of course, what we're going over is the Silver Surfer, and I can't seem to remember. That's right, you do need a cosmic particle for this. You need a cosmic particle, a Never Star, and a smithing template, the Silence variant, which I believe you get in the, what's it called? The Warden's place. I can't remember what it's called at the moment, but that's how you get cosmic DNA. This is a secondary power, so it can be used alongside main powers. So I'm going to put in reality warping because it's one of my favourites. Cosmic DNA, you're the Silver Surfer. I will say this overlaps a bit with some of the powers of reality warping, like the dampening and whatnot. But yeah, so and obviously you're stuck with this skin, which isn't the greatest. Oh, I forgot to reset. I was testing this and I didn't reset the abilities. / ability lock. Not reality warping, sorry. Cosmic. Ooh, right, so let's remove reality warping now just for a second. So the first thing that you get we get night vision with this. Passively, you have infinite night vision. You have cosmic awareness, which highlights all entities in, I believe this is it doesn't specify, I believe it's a 20 or a 30 block radius, and it does make an annoying noise when it's doing so. But if you're looking for like zombies or things like that, this could be useful for that. Then of course we have the tokens. How do tokens work? I hear you ask. I don't hear you ask. But tokens work in a way that you get tokens passively the more you use a secondary. Not like that, but the longer you have a secondary, each Minecraft day you earn a certain amount of tokens, which varies from secondary to secondary. And how many you require also varies from secondary to secondary, depending on certain factors. I don't remember the exact amount for the cosmic, the Silver Surfer. I'm just going to say Silver Surfer. At the moment, it's on the wiki, so I will put that in a comment, or I will put it in the description of the video if you're curious. So let's just set this to a lot, yeah, and let's just show off unlocking these. So base, you get added 4 to your armor points, and you do 3 damage because this is very expensive to get. Enhanced speed is again noticeably enhanced. You can tell because the FOV changes quite noticeably. Then of course we have flying. This is how you get to use your cosmic board. So one of the main things of being the Silver Surfer. It's a nice little animation for this. It's a bit slow, of course, at first, but you can upgrade by 3, which makes it noticeably faster. It's useful. It's useful because if you have a power that can't fly, or even flying can stack, so if you have a power that can fly and this, you can upgrade your flying. So the durability can be upgraded to 10. You can enhance your toughness by 2. You can enhance your health all the way up to, crikey, 28. And you also get enhanced healing. So this is one of the very useful secondaries. It's apologies for the check review. It's very overpowered. Well, not overpowered, but it's very. If you combine this with the right powers, you are. It wouldn't be pretty in a PvP situation. Not to mention, I mean, a base of 3 that can be upgraded to 9. I forgot. Okay, I did kind of forget how strong this was. Telekinetic hold as well. You get telekinesis. You can't change the distance on this though, but it's still telekinesis, which is incredibly useful. Like telekinesis can be used with, if you're on a server with, I think, FTP claims. You can just move blocks that are in claims. I'm not going to go get that. Then short-ranged teleport. If you shift and press C, you can short-range teleport. But I believe that's 10 blocks. 30 blocks it says, but it's not 30 blocks. I've teleported 30 blocks before with this. Teleportation, the power can teleport 30 blocks, and it's far further than that. Cosmic Blast. Cosmic Blast does 10 damage. But the cooldown isn't too bad, and you can also spam this. That's one thing I've noticed about a few things in this add-on, is you can just sort of spam powers. Like, there's just things you can just... Oh, okay. Let's teleport away from here, because that's going to do damage. I know it will. Teleports me to my destruction zone, please. That's what it's here for. Oh! That's... Where is it going to put me? I don't know where my spawn point is. Okay. Thank you. Oh, yes. Install Los Perito. That's the map I'm on, which will be linked in the description. Right, so... okay. So that's very dangerous. If you're not careful, you could end up exploding yourself. And then dampening. Oh, apparently dying's reset my points. I didn't know it did that. So be careful. Don't die with a lot of points. Alright, so cosmic dampening though. These are very useful. I hope that didn't pick up on the video, but I just got a Discord notification. But this is very useful because not many powers can do dampening. There's the power negation power, which is a mutation, which can dampen anything genetic or metaphysical or things like that, but I don't think it can do technology. Then again, I might be misremembering. Then, of course, but then reality warping can also dampen powers, and cosmic can also dampen powers. Some powers have EMP abilities, which do give the tech dampening, but mostly this is very exclusive. I mean, not really, because you can combine secondaries with almost any power, so really, this isn't exclusive in the sense you can basically use it any time. But you know, yeah. Oh, speed dampening. If I was fighting a speedster, that'd be very useful. Not to mention, they each have their own cooldown, so I can just like, oh, I'll just use this, and then I'll use the EMP, and then I'll use my genetic, and then I think I'll use my metaphysical, and maybe if I'm fighting a Kryptonian, I'll use my red sun as well. You know, it's could be very useful in certain combat scenarios. This is very powerful. This is a very powerful secondary. Would I prefer it to a Scarab? Probably not. I just prefer I prefer symbiotes and Scarabs personally. And also, I don't like having the Foreskins. It's one of the reasons I'm not a massive fan of using regenerative healing, Deadpool's power. So that was cosmic power. That was the cosmic DNA power. And I've just went over galactic clusters as well, which relate to our next power, which is cosmic radiated, which is pyrogenesis, which is reality warping is a Fantastic Four power because it's Franklin Richards, the son of Sue and why am I blanking on his name? Reed Richards. But he's he's kind of a mutant, and it's complicated. I'm not going to go over it. But so you use this in the end with up to 4 players, with around up to 4 players within a 10 block radius, bringing forth a cosmic storm at their location. If I use, I'm not in the end, but if I was in the end, I could get this power. But this is Dulce. Okay. Oh, pyrogenesis. I will need to put this on in a second to show something. But pyrogenesis armor warning. Any armor that is not fireproof will burn when you fully transform. This list includes Neverite armor, Fantastic Four armor, base, any Future Foundation armor, God Emperor Doom armor, Savitar armor, and any Uru based armor. This is armor that will not burn. So this is all fireproof armor. So at first, when you unlock this, you can just go flame on. That's all you can do. I thought it was you could only do your hands, but yeah. So your base damage is 3. Your base health is the same as usual 20, but you do get +2 on hit. I've got another Discord notification. Okay, I'm just going to ignore those. Enhanced speed, not massive. Like it's not massively noticeable. Then flame-based flight. Oh, this is a scroll wheel. So you scroll to increase your flight speed. The max before upgrade will presumably be 100. Yes. We've got a little sonic thing behind us. Then this can be upgraded again to increase the max to, I believe, 130? 130, yes. Is it, I mean, it's not the fastest speed, and it is what it is. Enhanced durability can go all the way up to 10. Health as well can go all the way up to 30, although you don't have a healing factor with this, so you will have to keep... I've just ran out all of my... Oh, there you go. So when I overused my power, I got the power dampener thing. So, does my enhanced strength still count? No, it doesn't. I need to be transformed. This is a bit annoying, to be honest. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, am I not supposed... I don't think I'm supposed to be able to use this yet. I can't remember. Anyway, you can type flame on to turn on your power. And then you type flame... Is it flame off? Sorry? Flame off to turn it off. So, you know, that's neat, isn't it? But, flame control. Okay, no, this is where you get... I can turn my arms on, and they give me fire aspect. Okay, so... I'm going to assume my base was free, and then I upgraded this. Yeah, if my base was presumably free. So if I upgrade this all the way to max, 12 or 11? 11. Will that change if I let this get all the way back up to max? I'll just show off some of the others. So, further decrease the rate at which the overheat bar raises when fully transformed. Further decrease the rate at which the overheat bar is transformed even more. Okay, let's just... Oh, okay, so... Okay, I'm not going to show the flame control level 3 off yet, because that permanently... Also, the more it fills up, the closer you get to overheating. That's good to know. For some reason, I got confused, and I thought it was the other way around. So, yeah, so my damage will be 3. Just 11, sorry, my damage will be 11. So, I mean, actually, yeah, let's just get rid of the need for that anyway. So then we have the Flaming Meteor ability. I'm going to go to the Destruction Zone again for this, just because, well, I don't want... Oh, never mind, it just leaves... Okay, at least it didn't explode anything. And obviously you get Flame Immunity, and presumably you also get Lava Immunity. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that is... So, dash in the direction you're looking at around you when a gun high temperature, dealing damage to any entity. Okay, where's my dummy that I accidentally destroyed? I need you to show this off. Right. How much damage? What does flame damage and... And my damage has gone down. Oh. Oh, okay. I forgot about that. So... How much damage? Maybe it just does 11. But, this is something I'm going to have to show off anyway. Let's flame off. So, that is that. Meteor, flame stream. If I turn the arms on, I should be able to use that. No, I apparently won't. Okay. Flame stream. It's a stream of flames. Now, this is, I think, a Palladium feature, specifically. But you can change sand into glass, and I believe stone into smooth stone. So you can just smelt blocks. So basically, if you have this power, and you're just at your base, and you need some quick glass, just place the sand in there, and you can just make this. So isn't that useful? Alright, so that is the Flame Stream. Then we have the Pyrokinesis Tornado. Which is, yeah, tornado of flame. A flame-nado. And then we have Supernova. Increase the temperature of your body. Burn away the surrounding area. Scrolling while active can raise your temperature and range at the cost of increasing your overheat bar. Yeah, let's go all the way to max. Let's go all the way to max. Can I absorb the flame back in? No, I don't think I can. Okay, let's overheat mine. Oh, I'm at max. This is, yeah. Do I have an absorb flame option? Oh, I can increase the output of my flame beam as well. Can I absorb? Please, God, can I absorb flames? I don't want to have to find a whole new area. I think I can absorb flames. Okay. I'll fix this later, but I'm pretty sure if I just use pyrokinesis with the mutant ability pyrokinesis, I might be able to absorb this. So that's Johnny Storm's power. That's the Human Torch. I should really put my flame out. So that's never mind. Right. So that is cosmic radiated pyrokinesis. Then of course we have the Caesarian power, which is Lobo. It's Lobo. Now I'm going to put an image on screen, if I can get one, of what the place you find this fossil looks like, so you can see that now. Okay, there you go. So that should hopefully have been shown off. But yeah, this is another one that forces your skin to change and makes you bald, but you do get hair options. Which one suits me? Well, this one I'll have to do. I don't really have much other option. So your base damage is 1. You don't get any increased stats. You get passive night vision. Get enhanced speed. Not noticeable yet. Noticeable. Decent. Not massive, but still alright. Enhanced durability can go all the way up to 10. Enhanced toughness all the way up to 6. Health can go all the way up to... What can you all the way up to? 46. And healing can go all the way up to rapid. Saturation. Enhance your healing so much that your saturation levels will now never hit 0. When you get down to 7 saturation levels, your food bar will be replenished. God, I love this kind of thing. I do love the saturation, which you can get with Sentry, which I'm going to show off later. Melee block. You can block for a short amount of time, but you know what you can also do? You can also break blocks. Use your super strength to punch a block for 5 seconds to break it with your fists. Yeah, punch those blocks into submission. This can be upgraded all the way down to being 1 second. So if I shift, boom. I'm pretty sure you can do this to any block. If I give myself / give me some glass. Let's see, can I break the glass without it? No. Okay, so there are certain things you can't break. So your base of 1 damage, which can be increased all the way up to 16 damage, so that's quite a bit. Target, grapple / throw, grab the entity within 3 blocks of you. This will break my... yeah. Abilities like those that like grab and throw entities, they break dummies, but they should work well enough on other players and other entities. Super ground stomp. Okay, I've got to go back to the destruction zone that I've already destroyed so thoroughly. Right. I didn't show off the animation. Okay. Get out of my inventory. So, it's a destructive thing. And striking punch. Punch the target in front of you with the full force of your power. This ability scales your damage output. Again, sorry about the chair creaking. Right. Should I... right, well, let's show off... I can't do that yet anyway. So let's get ourselves a dummy. Dummy. Right, target dummy. How are you doing, target dummy? Or what did you say about my mother? I didn't show him the damage I did anyway. If I do 16, so that scales, so presumably it will be like 20 or something. Or it might just be 16. Let's show off the animation for this. Yeah. I think the half Kryptonian Young Justice variant also has a stomp like that. Right, so... yeah, 25. 25, that's very good. So, you know, it's a strong power. If I was going to the end to get one of the OP powers, I don't think I would exactly want to go for it. I don't think I would per se go out of my way to get it, but it is a power, so I have to go over it. Is it useful? Considering where you get, considering where you get it from, probably not the greatest, but you know, can't even fly. We don't even have Lobo's motorcycle. I know why that is. It's because you can't add custom entities with Palladium. But yeah, so that's Lobo's power. So what comes after that? What did I put next? Ooh, Man Who Knows No Fear. I love Daredevil. I love Charlie Cox's Daredevil. I don't know much about Daredevil in the comics, but I love that show so much. Right. He Who Knows No Fear. It is a cool power. It is cool. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Hello, Editing LD here. This is just there's going to be flashing on the screen in a second when I toggle off the vision, so that might be a problem for some people. So I thought I'd put that here, and I'll put the exact time it ends in this little section. So if that's a problem for you, feel free to skip to the time I put on here. This is toggleable with F4 as well, although I can't show it off because I've got free cam on that. I shouldn't do that because that is a lot of flashing now. But right, so you can jump. It's quite a high jump. You also have full damage immunity. Oh, okay. Okay, I just pulled it off. This is what it looks like when you do that. But I think that's cheating, personally. And I don't think anyone should do that. And then you can also shift and do a backwards jump. I believe this is the only power with a forwards and a backwards jump, which fits because it's Daredevil. You have 22 health and 4 armor. You do 3 damage. You also have a knockback punch, which does 9 damage. I did not expect that. You have both infinite night vision and infinite darkness because you're blind. So you get the Daredevil power through radioactive lakes. I'm going to put an image on screen of what a radioactive lake, looks like now. You take a dip in one of those, you get the Daredevil blindness effect. After 5 minutes, that runs out, and you get the Daredevil power. If you stay in there for longer, it will be before the 5-minute timer ends. If you don't want the power, you can drink milk, and that will get rid of the effect, and you won't get the power. Ooh. There you go. I'm the man without fear. He who knows no fear. Ask me, like Devil of Hell's Kitchen. Right, so just 9 down. Okay. Also, when you do that, it gives you a bit of flash of seeing things, which is cool, to be fair, because it's like you're feeling the vibrations from the punch you've made, which is giving you more sight, which obviously probably isn't the intention of the thing, but still. You can increase to 4, 5, 6, and then 7, because you're 8. This scaled as well, so you do 14 with that. Your armor can be increased to 8. You have an enhanced healing as well. Your health can be increased all the way up to 30, so half of to another half to your health points. That's a fine healing factor. This power, I love it. I do. I really do like it, but it's not exactly what I would recommend for a survival playthrough. It's very easy to get in the early game to find one of those radioactive lakes, but it's hard unless you have like Jade, and even then it's still hard to mine and do things. And sure, you can toggle it off in a very cheaty way with the F4, but you've still got darkness. So it's what you want. I don't personally think I would want to use it. It also has a decent enhanced speed, but again, I love this power, but it has its limitations. You get toxic immunity, which means due to your enhanced genes, you are immune to gamma radiation and nausea, but you also are immune to regeneration, strength, speed, and poison. So you're immune to negative effects, but you can't use potions to give yourself positive effects. So it's a give and take. Same with the super soldier. This is also just another better super soldier, but you know, I feel like Wonder Woman does sort of have a bit of an advantage. Although the jump on this, I will say, is probably better than the Super Soldier. Because the acrobatic leap, sorry. But disarm targets. Disarm the target within 2 blocks of you to make them drop anything they may be holding in their main or offhand. Oh, no. No, mate, hold my pickaxe for me, will you? Can I hold my sword for me, will you? Okay. Can I make you hold anything? If I, like... Okay, let's just get a regular... Let's get a... I think a suit stand can hold things. So let's get a suit stand. Let's give it my pickaxe, my sword, okay? And then... Bam. Okay, that is useful, though. You got to admit that's useful. I've got to admit that's useful. So you can just disarm... You can do that to players as well. You can just disarm players. So, again, yes, very useful. This power... I don't want to seem like this power isn't useful. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. But when it's not useful in survival, it can be very useful in if you didn't have to go mining and you didn't have to do things like that. But even then, after a while, it would get a bit straining on the eyes having to look at this. So then we have... Oh, actually... Oh... I do want to show it. It's the Daredevil suit. I have to show it off. It looks cool. It looks cool. Okay, so this has been Daredevil, or radioactive blindness, as it's called. So that was radioactive blindness. What do I have next? Oh, Hellspawn. I have Hellspawn next. Oh, sorry, Spawn. But the way you get Spawn is through the Hellfire Soul. You get these by killing wither skeletons. There's a chance for them to drop this. You need 8 of them and a piece of paper to make a Hellfire Pact. When right-clicking for Hellfire Pact, you gain the power of Hellspawn. As well as you can craft the cape, which is needed for another thing, which I'm going to show off. So, Hellspawn's DNA allows you to transform into Spawn. Transform into Spawn. Wow. Right, actually, I can show off the cape now. So the cape gives you access to your ender chest wherever you go. If I shift and I press N, ender chest. So you can just passively access your ender chest. Isn't that useful? Yes, it is. I don't think... Is that... No, yeah, that's not supposed to be there on this variant of the cape, I don't think. So, with this, what can you unlock with this? Well, base you have 8 armor and no health increases. Though obviously when base you can do 1 damage when transformed, you can do 4. You get passive night vision when the power is active. You can enhance your durability twice to 12. You can enhance your hell healing, which using your hell legacy you can heal quicker. You can increase your health all the way up to 30. So again, another half of your... So half of the health bar can be increased by. Enhanced speed. Notice but enhanced speed. Flight as well. Again, this isn't a scroll flight. It's decent flight. Not bad at all. So base is 4 when transformed. Then that can be increased to 6, which can then be increased to 8, which can then be increased to 10, and then not finally 13. Let's go. I'm going to assume it's 15, 16. Never mind, it's 16 damage. Again, this is also very useful. So necroplasm blast. Yeah. So just 8 damage per hit, and also it's a lot of particle effects. Hallucikinesis aura. Confuse those around you, casting them into blind darkness and weakening them for a short amount of time. Must be crouching to activate. Are you in hellish weakness and blindness? Alright. Shadow invisibility. You can make yourself invisible. This is true invisibility, so it's very useful. True invis is always a very useful thing. Divine mode and power up assault for 30 seconds. Temporarily grant a target a fraction of your power of Hellspawn. Okay, divine mode. Temporarily access your divine mode and gain an increase to your stats. Yeah. Okay. So you just gold now. Okay, and you do 22 damage, which is a critical of 33 damage instead. And you've got wings. So I guess, does that increase your flight? I think it increases your flight. So I don't know the lore behind this character, so I couldn't tell you, but that looks really weird with the... So the cape has been remade recently, or remodeled to look different, like the Moon Knight one. It looks really weird there. Okay, so that is... I think everything will spawn apart from power bestowal, which I will just see if there is a /super power command / superpower add FSang. Oh no, FSang. Hello. Okay, so spawn gift. Would that be it? Do I need to have an effect / effect? Give me FSang. It'll be under S, wouldn't it? House spawn power. Short infinite. Okay. So this is the gift you get, I suppose. It's just a beam. It's a beam, and it does 2 damage, and you get an increase in stats somewhat, and your base becomes 3 instead of... Then again, I suppose if you can stack this with other powers, it can be quite useful. So, effect clear me. Just all of my effects. Okay, so that is everything with Hellspawn. Then who do we have next? Hulk. Okay. Hulk. I'm just thinking right now if or not I should split this into 2 after Hulk. Right. Okay, Hulk. Anyway. So, how do you get Hulk's power? How do you do that? You get gamma radiation in a bottle, apparently, which is gotten through Echo Shard, Eye of Ender, Dragon's Breath, and augmented human DNA sample. You need your gamma radiation, you need a bit of TNT, and you need a flint and steel. So, let me teleport to the destruction zone, because I don't mind if something here gets destroyed. I've put myself in survival mode, because I'm pretty sure I need to be. Give myself the gamma radiation effect, which only lasts for a very short amount of time, so that's... Okay, apparently it just has to happen. Okay, I forgot to take off the cape. So, there you go. Hulk. That's how you become the Hulk. I'm gonna split this into 2, because this is gonna take me a bit to go over. So, you can't control your transformations at first. That's how you control. Your base damage is 10. You have 32 health and 14 armor points. You have a jump as well, which is very high. Is this jump? No, it can't be increased to do damage. Also, you get the Hulk out effect, which is how long I believe you're stuck as the Hulk. So you do 10 damage, which can then be increased from 10 to 12, then to 14, 18, 22, 1. Okay. Okay. I'm going to have to unlock all of these to be able to get controlled transformations. Controllable transformations, which costs 100. So, and you can also toggle if you auto-transform after taking so much damage. So 26 is my there, and then 30. The max damage you can do is 30. A lot of these are destructive, I realise. Okay, that's to deactivate your power. You have to wait a minute to reactivate it. Oh no, I don't want I don't want that to be a thing. Right, so you cooldown gonna end soon? 1, 2, 3. Okay, there you go. So yeah, enhanced speed. Decent as well. Enhanced durability. Your durability can be enhanced all the way up to 30. Your toughness all the way up to 10. Your health can be increased all the way up to 50. And you can also get a passive healing as well. So, then we have the Thunderclap. The Thunderclap does sonic damage, leave sonic damage, and I will show off the amount it does in a minute because it didn't register it. Alright, does 30 damage, so the same as your max damage. Full powered super punch. This is 30 damage, does quite a bit of an explosion though, so do keep that in mind. Come on. Come on. Okay, there you go. Right, then we have the ground stomp, which is probably another destructive one. Yep, how much does that say? 52. I'll slow it down in editing so you can get a look at it. I don't really want to have to do that again. Okay. So, there you go. That is the ground stomp. We've got another one. Oh. That... that didn't even register the damage it did. I'm encroaching on the city territory. Right. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Okay, there you go. What's next? Okay, please don't be destructive. Okay. 45. Was that my critical? My critical's 45. That isn't going to recharge very quickly. So let's... World Breaker. When you've taken enough damage, access the full powers of a World Breaker Hulk for 1 minute. After using, you will not be able to transform into your Hulk form for 10 minutes. Right, so kind of similar to Shazam. Have I gone over Shazam yet? Oh god, am I going to have to do a... Oh, am I going to have to do a... Oh god, no. I really hope I have gone over Shazam already. Well, actually, I can just add it in for next time if I haven't. Because yeah, I'm going to split this into 2 parts, I've decided. That hasn't recharged very quickly, has it? Okay, I just want to show off how much damage this can do. And then I will just show off the World Breaker. And maybe I will do Kaiju No. 8. And then I will leave the rest for next time. So... 45 damage. Okay, so slash damage me. Let's say 20. No, 20 again. Okay. Ooh, it's changed how it looks. I do 45 damage a hit. Okay. So this is a very powerful power. And considering it's so powerful, I feel like it should be... I suppose you have to go to the end to get it, but still. That's very strong indeed, yes. And then once this runs out, I won't be able to use the Hulk for 10 minutes, which is fine because I want to remove the power anyway. Then I'll show off. I will show off Kaiju No. 8, which is another secondary. I think that's the last secondary I have to go over. I don't think there's any more after that. Right, so what time is it now? We're at 4:15. I shouldn't have said that on the thing. Right. So, nearly over? Okay. Oh, I thought I was going to be locked out of... Okay, but I can't de-transform. So, let's just... slash superpower remove the Hulk, please. Okay, so that was Hulk, and then last but not least, we have Kaiju No. 8. Now, you get Kaiju No. 8 from a... So, where silverfish spawn, there is a chance to get a kaiju from the with the silverfish where they spawn. And I think there is also a slight chance from symbiote meteorites when you break them for them to spawn a kaiju instead of a symbiote. So that's how you get Kaiju No. 8. It does no enhancements to your thing at base, and in fact, really it's more so meant to be combined with powers than others. Right, so when activated, you can do 3 damage, and then you can hit it again to enhance your legs, and you get to run. I don't know much about Kaiju No. 8, So I couldn't tell you much, but again, it's the same as with the other secondaries, where over time you build up points. So let's give ourselves just max. Yeah. Okay, so you can increase your running speed when the power is active, which it doesn't really need because it's already incredibly fast. You can also increase your damage, so base is free with the fists, but increased you can do free, so okay. That might change though when I unlock the partial transformation mastery, which takes less energy and allows you to have your arms and legs at the same time transformed. Yeah, okay, so I think when I unlock the full transformation, that should... Durability can be increased by 2, but it's not noticeable yet because I haven't got the full transformation. Health can also be increased, but again, not noticeable yet because I haven't done that. The jump is bugged at the moment, so it doesn't work properly. Full transformation though. There you go. Okay, never mind. Sorry, the jump isn't bugged. I'm just getting confused because it used to be bugged. Okay, so you need to be full transformed. Okay, I will say that's a lot of armor, and you do 7 damage. So, you know, decent. Does this give you full resistance as well? I've been curious about. Yes, you do get full resistance. Right, energy roar, you need to be transformed, and also there's a sound effect every time you activate and deactivate. That does 15 damage. Energy boost, which allows you to sort of be stronger while using your energy. There's a cooldown as well, so if you overuse it, it adds to cooldown for a minute. Kaiju healing, when your health is low, expend your food bar to heal yourself, which is something the symbiotes and scarabs have both had. I think every single secondary has that. I'm going to let this recharge for a second. Okay, so Berserker mode, I need to show that off. When you take enough damage over a period of time, you will change into your Berserker mode, which gives you a heal. Well, that heal was from your health boost, but you do 7 damage, and you cannot control this at all. I don't think it does much. I don't think it... Well, actually, you can be transformed when it activates, and you can do 13 damage. Okay, there you go. That's a lot of damage in it. And then, of course, you can control your Berserk form. So you can have it active when you like, but it's on a cooldown, and I think this drains more energy when you control it instead. That is everything with this secondary. And, should I go over it? Nah. No, I'm going to save this all for the next part. So, I'm going to move on to the outro now. So, let's go on to that, I suppose. Right, well, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please do feel free to like and subscribe. The mod is the map I'm using. Like I said, will be linked in the description with the wiki of this mod. I want to say about the thumbnail. I have changed that slightly just because it's sort of hard to fit in a review with FSang18's miscellaneous. It doesn't work with the other ones, but I hope it looks alright when I do it. If you enjoyed, please do feel free to like and subscribe. I hope you stick around for the next part, and bye!